And we're live. Okay. Hello all, hello world. I hope this is day 194. Hopefully I did the math correctly. And by math I mean hopefully I remembered to change the title. Let me check actually. Yesterday was 193, so today is 194. Perfect. Last time we fixed a bug in the backend that we didn't actually test for, so that was cool. This time we're gonna continue with the trend of fixing stuff. Specifically, it turns out we forgot that we actually need to make the pointers usable. So we want to be able to deref and write to the address. So that's something we haven't set up yet. So we would like to get that working. I think that is a lofty enough goal for today's stream, but yeah, we'll see how this all goes. I appear a little blurry. There we go. Yeah, I just took a shower, so my hair's a little bit sloppy. Okay. Code time. So we started cleaning up a bunch of stuff in the middle end, but we ended up making a mess for whatever reason. Or not middle end, the front end. So we're trying to resolve the rest of this, and I'm trying to figure out what specifically broke. I suspect it might be something with resolve use scope. So we have like two versions of this, right? I think this is breaking on the or actually there should be there's a generic version of it here. So we need to fix that. Yeah, this is fine. This should be fine at least. What is this type? Get atom. Yeah. So this should be a atom pointer type, yeah. So that should be fine. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is not working at least. Right, this should in theory be working correctly. Yeah, we make a scoped identifier. So that should be fine. So something is segfaulting somewhere, because we have like a I guess it's an out of range, which is interesting. Maybe it's in the okay, wait. So if we just print it, something is out of range. So val grind that. Let's get the stack trace, or a little bit more of it. Something is an identifier somewhere. Or do we have like the... Okay, there's the full stack trace from before, from last time. It's in binary op. I should be fine. What test are we giving this? Inst combine. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to remember what was giving me trouble. Let's just make test.c. Int a equals 1, int b equals 2. There was also an issue with temporaries that we were running into, which we needed temporaries for something. I don't remember what exactly, but there was a very annoying problem that we had to resolve regarding temporaries. It was the What was the case? Oh boy. Is there anything specific with this? I think this was fine, right? Let me move the mic. Yeah, this is just gonna be like me trying to figure out what is wrong. This is gonna be where we're stuck for a bit, for better or for worse. Oh, even this doesn't work. Okay, that should work. Oh, it's breaking in the return? Is that where it's breaking? Wait, what? Oh wait, I'm not using the right file. That's really awkward. Test.c. Okay, let's go back to that. Yeah, so we need to change the way we do this. We just need to make more temporaries instead of doing this reuse thing, because this reuse won't really work anymore, I think. Which is really funny, because we're kind of just accidentally, like, making SSA in a way. Yeah. So we should just make this very naively, I think, and that will make life easier. Right? Yeah, that will make life easier. Yeah, so binary op. Here we need to make a temp. Yeah, so we can yank that, I think. I think that might be part of the issue, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and we can just clear that, I think. And then we need to yoink that as well. Or let's just yoink all of that for now, and then we can figure this out. We can reconcile. Yeah, so var assign is fine, and then this is all fine, I think. We need to figure out the type again. Okay, so we need to, we can just put type here, I think. Instead of value, we should just do left. So details for type plus casting coercion. I think I spelled that wrong. There we go. So that's what we need to do. Yeah, this is fine though, in theory. So we make a temp, we assign, or we make a copy of it. Okay, and then we copy it again, I guess. I guess we could also just make this a copy atom, now that I think about it. Right? Yeah. Let's not make that change for now, but we'll keep that in the back of our mind, because I feel like we will use it at some point. So type declare. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's rebuild it. Let's try that all again. Yeah, okay. So that solves that issue at least. Or at least it should. Oh, wait, that's segfaults. Why does that segfault? Wait, what? Is there a move that we're forgetting about somewhere? Var declare, var assign. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really odd. Okay, what line is it set quality on? 378. That's there? Oh, I see. What is this clone? Oh. That should be fine. Let's try that again. We'll see what line it set fault's on. Uh, 379. So it's still this one. So it's... Oh, it doesn't exist yet. Why doesn't it exist yet? The hell? What was it looking like before then? It should exist. Oh my god, are we forgetting to map it? Is that what's happening? Wait. We should be doing this in the declaration, though. I guess if we had I guess if we have a temporary, then we might not do that. But, what? What's the software dinner ad? Started on a UI system in C? Nice. That seems fun. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's a problem with this. I guess we don't necessarily have a mapping. Oh man. So I guess oh man, we're gonna make a mess here. Wait, but it should exist. It definitely should exist. It 100% exists because we're using it. Right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's just cut that down. Yeah, so that's fine. So it's this reuse that's causing issues. Are you using LazyVim? No, I'm using my own hand-rolled config. Okay, this is failing again. Still here. Yeah, why isn't this working? That should be fine. I don't see what's wrong with this, at least. Oh, because this is, wait, but it should be getting mapped by these. Right? Unless we just don't do that. We do that. So like, what? I don't know if you know how to do this, but I really want is just the tree, the open file in the terminal. I don't use terminal in NeoVim. I just have a separate tmux window for terminal. I think there should be a way to just like have your file tree open though. It just depends on like your plugin setup. Oh, it appears ping chord pinged twice. That's pretty funny. That's really odd. Maybe it's this that we're, wait, no, we don't need to map that. We declare it and we yoink it. What? Wait, what? Huh. I should be correct. I don't know why this is borked. Okay, wait, let's just throw more slop at it. Okay, that also fails. Interesting. So it is necessarily like a compound expression that's breaking it. I guess if it's a number, then it... Wait, what? No, this definitely should exist. This 100% should exist. Because we make the damn mapping here. Oh, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. What? Why wasn't this an issue here? Is there some like crazy state stuff that's changed? Nothing should have really changed. We haven't changed the thing about the type. So that should be the same. What's good, Rick? Wouldn't it be better to use a programming language with better stack traces on errors? I don't think it would be very much different, to be honest. I think the power of the language in terms of like building larger systems, and just like generally being more suited towards like systems programming makes C++ a sufficiently reasonable choice, at least. That's not to say that like Rust would be like worse per se, but like if anything I would want to use like Rust, for instance. But part of the goal of this is also for me to learn C++ a little bit better. So unfortunately I am relegated to C++ debugging hell. What's the Niraj? What is deref? It's the follow pointer operator. Yeah, this is really annoying. This is really like throwing me for a loop. Hmm. Yeah, it's literally just like pointer dereference. Why is this failing though? We have a value from it. That works. So this has to be a null pointer though. And we know that's a null pointer because it's failing in the... Wait, what? Yeah, it's a seg fault. Hardware? Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm like... My responses are like kind of crap right now because I'm like low-key locked in and trying to figure out what's happening. I know this doesn't make for like really entertaining stream content, but like... Yeah, I don't know what's happening and I need to figure out what's happening. So if it's failing in there, I think it's the bracket operator, maybe. Or it's the deref, the arrow operator that's failing. So if we do var type mappings at that, it's not failing in clone. Because if it was failing in clone, then the stack trace would show that. Line 379. Oh wait, yeah. So it is the arrow operator because this was fine. So this is a null pointer. So why is it a null pointer? Because left is A, but A should exist, right? We should have a symbol table somewhere. Right? Old table, that's what we called it. Right? Or new table? What's wrong here? That? Yeah, okay. And we want to do that as well. Okay. Does this give us anything? Okay. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's the temporary that we made. Right? Oh, we don't add the type for the temporary that we make. I see. Okay, let's fix that real quick. So I think we want to yoink. We don't want to yoink from function. I think we can just yoink this stuff, possibly. If it's an identifier, then we can figure it out from there. Otherwise, it's that, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Or I guess we have the type. Yeah, we necessarily have the... Wait. We don't necessarily have the type. Wait, so what happens if I... Okay, let's make this work for now. I guess we do have a type here, so we can just do that for now. Huh. Yeah, this is not gonna work in a second, actually. Specifically if we give it like a number. So if we make this like a big number, that will break in a different way, I believe. So let's undo that real quick. This should still work. Yeah, so that works. But if we change that to number, this should break. Yeah, okay. So we need to like do this gross thing whenever we make a temporary, for the most part, because this is what we've done. Maybe we should make like a resolve type helper, because we need more helper functions, obviously. That's what we need. Yeah, this is looking a little bit rough all of a sudden. Actually, we don't even need to give it a type here. We can just figure it out, I think, right? Let's not generalize it for now. We'll worry about it later. Let's start by putting it in binary op. I think this, yeah, so binary op, unary op, call are the only ones that make temps. So we need that. Yeah, let's just put that there. We don't need this anymore though. Let's go to Zerth. Instead of this, we want to compare with left here. So we can do that. This should be left get value clone. Yeah, okay, we can do that for now. And then we also need to change the type thing here as well, I think. Was gonna put on One Piece my solid Discord note? Damn. That is an honor. Yeah, unfortunately I'm like a little bit locked in, so this is admittedly gonna be a little bit more boring of a stream. As I just like try to figure out why things are not working as they should be. Instead of left here, we want value. Yes, we need that. And then call. We know the type, I think, from the function, yeah. So that's fine. Yeah, okay, we can do it like that. And then we'll clean this up in a second. But this should stop psych faulting. Nice. So then if we cat test.hir. Okay, so we have, let's put this side by side. Or actually we could just top down this cat test.c. Do you have your Novum config posted anywhere? Yes, it should be in my, it should be just starred on my GitHub profile. Okay, so we make A1, we set it to 1. We make B1, we set it to 2. We make this test variable, we set it to 3. This all seems about right. So we have the C variable. So this is the intermediate value. And then that makes sense. And then we have another intermediate value. And then that assignment. Okay, that makes reasonable sense. So now does this work properly. Okay, that does what we want it to. Okay, so now let's give it, what was it again? Inst combine again. This should work. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. We can do this without Valgrind now, because it's not breaking at a glance. We can also get rid of these prints as well. Where did it go? Yeah, and then we don't need IOStream. That will cut through a little bit more of the slop. Yeah, okay. So we can do that. And we can cat inst combine. I think this looks correct. Let's go Max and Ali. Are you still in college? Yes, I'm finishing up my master's right now. Okay, let's compare this. So we have I, we set it to 1, that looks about right. We have J, which is I plus 13, that looks about right. Or I guess all the way through here. It's a little bit redundant, but it's fine. Maybe we could do like a tail call thing to clean that up, but it doesn't really matter a lot. This is all the K stuff. So that's I plus I. That looks about right. We've like kind of accidentally made SSA here, I think. Yeah. So that actually kind of works out. Int L equals J times K. L equals L plus L. Okay. Oh man. Okay, that handles that correctly. Good luck. Thank you. Okay. So then we make M. That looks about right. Okay, nice. And then everything else is like whatever, overflow, sure. Let's see. What other interesting tests are there? Parsing, I think. Yeah, parsing is interesting. Actually, let's check the MIR for this. Okay, so it folds, which is correct. Dash 00? Yeah, there we go. Much more interesting. We got more stuff going on. I mean, at a glance, this looks correct. It's just the direct translation, so it should be fine. Okay, let's look at the parsing test. Oh, MIR. Whoops. HIR. There we go. So, oh man. So we have 9 times 123. We add 3. We do that math and yeah, okay. That makes sense. We could just do constant folding here, which would be really funny. Actually, what if we did that? We actually probably could do that. But I think that'd be a little bit insane, so maybe we don't do that. JL looks correct. And then this final thing is fine. Okay. Yeah, we can call that good. Let's kill that. Okay, so then git add source. We should make tests real quick. Oh, it fails a lot of tests because we have to like rerun the test generator. Okay, let's just test regression, generate regression test. This should just like clean up a lot of the tests, if anything. Yeah, many reg always takes a second. Maybe I should actually just like build this on release instead of with just raw debug. Okay, something was still failing up top. Where was it? Fib. Okay, that one keeps failing for some reason. There's like a weird ordering thing. I think it's just with my printing. Yeah, many reg runs painfully, pitifully slow. Okay. Yeah, I can't. The thing is, I can't even like tell what's wrong with it. Okay, so everything is just test, right? Oh, I need to commit. What did we change? Okay, so this, all we did was we removed change temporaries in expr handling to allow R values, I guess, or L values. And then get add test. New simple test plus regenerate regression tests. Okay. So now we can actually cut to the chase. Did we accidentally keep the test file in there? Okay, I think we got rid of the test.c file, right? Did we do that? Okay, yeah, we did that like way long ago. What's good, Melvin? I don't think I've seen her around, so welcome to the stream. Okay, so now that we've cleaned all of that up, we can finally we can go back to super hell and start trying to parse L values properly. This is not going to be fun. I think the way I've decided to do this is in the front end, we will just parse an expression for the left-hand side, and then we'll eventually, which means hopefully at some point, which means probably never because this project is just too large. At some point, I will implement what's it called? Some sort of a checker to check the validity of the AST, and then we can go from there. But until then, we will just parse an expression, and then it will probably do something very bad if it doesn't work. Or it will just like make an address out of it or something. And it will be horrific. So this all lives in expr, or no, it lives in instruction. Yeah, so we need to parse, oh man. We need to change identifier to expr in these. Yeah. So it should be expr, or wait, no, that needs to be an identifier still. This is a declaration and a sign, so we still need that. This assignment, this could be an expr now. This also could be an expr now. Wait. There we go. Changed the wrong thing. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, okay. I think those are the only cases, at least, that we have. So that should be fine. This is gonna break some stuff, but we will figure out what it breaks specifically in a second. So we just changed assign and op assign, I believe. I think nothing else changes. Yeah, if else are fine, while is fine, and everything else is not different. Yeah, and then we like forward declared scope for some relevant reason. Okay, so we need to also change these now. So instead of this should be pop expr. Yeah, so we need to do that. Oh man, this is gonna be awful. We can just put the check step here, maybe. Yeah, we can do it like that, maybe. We'll just call it that for now, and we'll worry about the consequences later. Yeah, so now we need to change op assign, or the instruction in the AST. So this loops in instruction, which makes sense. Okay. So we have... Should be expr. This should be expr. Yeah, this is gonna break a lot of stuff. What's wrong here? This should be fine. Oh, right, constructor. Yeah, that fixes everything now in there. So now if we go here, there's gonna be a lot of screaming red lines. That's fine. Expr. Expr. There we go. So that's all fixed. And then we need to fix some things here. I think this is fine. Right? Or... oh man, we need to change the way we do this. Yeah, so we want toString that. Right? Like that? Or wait, no, we need to accept. Oh no. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be awful. So we're gonna need to do like the temporary thing that happens, I believe, here. Yeah, we're gonna need to like do this, which is like fine, but so we want I get variable accept this, and then this should be res, right? Or wait, we're missing a step as well somewhere. I guess this doesn't necessarily work the same way for this, huh? Because res is like continuous here. Or wait, no, this is per line, so this is fine actually. So we have, oh man. Yeah, so we can just do it like that, I think. Variable, value. Yeah, so we can go like that. And then there we go. So we should do the same thing like here pretty much. And instead of res, we do value. Okay, I really hope this... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So that obviously broke something. Oh man. Oh no. AST to HR? Oh, there's actually not that much that's broken. Yeah, so we just want to like reverse engineer this again. Right? We can do that. Oh no. What type is that? We can just enforce that this is safe, I think. Can we do that? Either it's a... I guess it's probably a temp. It's either like a literal variable name or it's a temp, which should be fine. So we need to downcast this very uglily. So we want stood how the hell did we downcast pointers again? I know we did this somewhere. C++ downcast unique pointer. There's a thing that we found before. Release, maybe? Or it's not free. There's some really ugly operation. I swear we did something like this before. It was like this release thing, yeah. I guess we don't have it, huh? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we can make a mess, I guess. That's fine. Oh no. Yeah, this is really ugly. Let's ask Claude how. I'm curious how Claude does this. Oh, that's actually really smart. Okay, well, we're just gonna do it the really unsafe way. Yeah, so this is gonna be an identifier, and then we can do we can do last expr dot release, right? That gives us a pointer, and we want a static cast to atom or identifier. This is so bad, but it works. It should work. Oh man. What the hell? What changed here? What? Okay, let's just do that. And then we can just... Right? Wait. Yeah, this should be fine. And then we need to... Oh no. And then can we just like... Oh no. And then we need to do this again, I guess? That's so... Okay, this is a little bit awkward. Okay, surely that's fine though. Okay, it appears to have cleared that hurdle. Hopefully nothing else breaks. This is a very sketchy change. It looks like the tests are fine so far. As long these all seem fine, which means surely it hasn't broken then. That's a good sign. I really need to wait for many-reg to stop taking so long. Okay. It stopped failing that one test, which is really odd. That's actually... Just out of curiosity, what happens if we do that? It's still like stupid fast for some really god-awful reason. I don't know why. I guess we could use the runtime library in the benchmark now. So we'll throw that in at some point. For now, So now we gotta have some fun with our tests. So let's go back to regression. Let's go to putter. We need to use the thing actually, or maybe I guess in our runtime library we don't need to do anything more than that. That just like tests that they link, I guess. Here we need to actually like use a pointer at some point. So we want int star bar equals address, or I equals 0. What if we just do deref address I equals 1? Turn I. I'll just try that out. What's good, Panda? Good to see you. Oh wait, we need to open panic. Let's give it putter. Okay, that's very different. That's very okay. Wait. Let's see what the AST shows. Okay, that does work. That does in fact work. I'm curious what the... Let's actually just like comment everything else out for now because I don't care about everything else right now. Let's do that. Okay, that's fine. So I'm curious about HIR. Okay, so that doesn't... Oh wait, no, that... Does that work? I don't think that's correct. Something seems wrong. Something seems wrong about this. What do y'all think? Something seems a little bit incorrect here. Okay, wait, I'm really curious. What happens if we like... Yeah, so what this is doing is like, so doing like int I, 0. So when we do like int address equals address of I. So then, or this should be int star. So then int is this I. So this we deref. Oh, wait, no, this doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't quite equate. Yeah, because this is a new variable. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Because this is not the same variable as I. What this should be doing is this should be setting I to 1. So this doesn't quite do what we want it to. So what do we change here? Here we at least parsed it. That's good. Let's just add that. Parse new putter type, or parse expr on left hand side. We need to format. Whoops. Wait, what do we need to format? AST instruction? Oh. Okay, we need to format that, and then we need to format not that. This maybe? Yeah. Let's do that. Perfect. Alright. So what else do we need to do now? We need to fix the way we handle that. Oh no. Wait, this has become very difficult all of a sudden. Oh no. Yeah, this is not so easy actually. The deref operator, I don't even know what to do with that. Yeah, okay, let's start printing. No, I know exactly what's breaking. I just don't know what the solution to it is. Oh man. Yeah, I guess we need to handle it differently if it's on the left-hand side. We can also delete this now as well. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be fun. This we don't need. Whoops. Okay, we need to change this, I believe. There we go. Oh no. Yeah, okay. So this does like exactly what we want it to, but I think we need to handle deref differently. Right? Yeah, so I guess we can't make a temporary if it's deref. Right? No, but there's not really a good way to do that. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. This is why deref is very annoying. Any docs used to reference? Well, I don't have any docs that are useful for this, I feel like. Like this does what it's supposed to, but I don't know how to like transition this. Yeah, this is rough. Maybe we could like add a left-hand side flag to the thing, but that's like really ugly, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, what is the correct way that deref gets handled? Let's just yoink this test. Yeah, so what does this do? I'll learn C++ someday to help you out, thank you. Maybe this should just be resolved out. Is this a thing we can do as well? I guess it is. That's pretty funny. Even still, if we just like had it separate, so like int bar equals address of I. So then if we did like deref bar, wait, this should be int star. Right, that should work. Yeah, that's not ideal. That's really not ideal. Yeah, I guess more concretely. Do that. So we can do address I, def I putter. We'll see if this changes anything. I fear not much will change. Okay. So that's fine. Let's do that again. Yeah, I guess we need to... I guess we need to handle the left-hand side differently. Let's comment that out. Int I putter. Let's make this double star so that we can address of I putter. So then double star I putter equals 2. So what happens if we look at this at least? Because I think one level of deref is inevitable. I think we just need to like figure out the tail call thing. Star in the type declaration means it's a pointer type. So here this is an int pointer. So a pointer to an int pointer. If it's being used as like an operand or as an operator, that means we, I guess, go to that pointer. So that's what's meant by dereference, because a reference is like a synonym of pointer roughly. So we're dereferencing it, I guess. That took me 2 years to learn, by the way. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about that one. I think this is fine. We just need to like fix this like awkward tail call thing. If it's nested. Yeah. So maybe we could do like last expert and we could like go up one more layer. Yeah. That might be the play. Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, like this is not great. For instance, I think if we got rid of that sort of thing. Yeah. I guess this is the assignment operator causes our problems right now. I don't really know how to resolve this, so... Okay. I'm kind of hungry, so I think I will call the stream here, but I'll give this some thought, and then we will hopefully get this all done tomorrow, and we can truly finally put all of this to rest. And then if we have time, I also want to do some like CMake reorganization, because I've learned a couple new tricks on how to make things a little bit cleaner, so I'm going to try and do that as well next time if we have time. But yeah, I think this is like solid progress for today. Thank you all for showing up. If you haven't already, like the stream and sub to the channel. If you all haven't, also join the Discord. Everyone there is really chill. Yeah, that's in the description. So is my LinkedIn, my GitHub, and my GitHub sponsors. Yeah. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow.